Hey now, in this Plastic and Plush review, I'll be taking a look at the Trashbot and Friends playset from playsometoys and Philip Lee. You might remember playsometoys from their previously released Classicbot Classic figure, a robot modeled after the Macintosh Classic, a desktop computer sold by Apple in the early 1990s. The Trashbot and Friends playset continues with that same retro Apple Macintosh theme, although this time they're highlighting the old operating system and its desktop icons rather than hardware. The Trashbot set includes the Trashbot and Errorbot figures, as well as some pieces based on the disk icon, the mail icon, and the folder icon. Each figure and accessory includes a black display stand with a metallic name tag. The lid on the Trashbot's removable, so you can use it to hold pens and pencils or whatever you feel like. As you can see by these comparisons, playsometoys has done a great job turning those fairly simplistic pixelated icons from the 90s into a three-dimensional form. If you show these collectibles to anyone that was a kid back in the 90s, I'm sure that they'd probably recognize them from a high school computer class. Even though most folks back in the day had computers that used Microsoft based operating systems, either DOS or Windows. Even in 1995, when Windows released their big Windows 95 operating system update, nothing back in the 90s said hip like listening to the Rolling Stones Start Me Up. Well, back then, Apple had almost 60% of the computers in U.S. public schools. That same year, they had only around 11% of the U.S. market share in personal computer shipments. So even though you probably didn't have an Apple at home, you more than likely ran into one of them at school, and you probably remember some of these strange icons from using their operating system. With all that said, I feel that the set is a great piece of nostalgia, especially for those who can remember it. Either you'll end up looking at these and saying, "Oh yeah, I remember when desktop icons looked like that," or you'll have absolutely no idea what this playset represents. And luckily, I'm in the former group and remember all of this stuff. You can currently pick up the Trashbot and Friends playset for $32 for the entire set. In addition to the playset, playsometoys has released 4 enamel pins based on some of their current and upcoming creations. There's the iBot G3 pin. That's this one right here. It measures 1.5 inches tall and sells for $10. This is also the next character that will be available as a collectible figure from playsometoys and Philip Lee, the designer. It's currently available for pre-order in a pair of colorways, Bondi Blue and Tangerine, over at Classicbot.com for $39 each. But the pin is $10. Also, they've released a 1.5 inch Classicbot Classic pin. This pin features the already released Classicbot Classic figure, and the pin can be purchased for $10. The actual figure retails between $29 and $58 depending on the colorway, and they have at least 3 or 4 different colorways. The most recently released is an 80s gold version, and there's also a Tron inspired version. And from this playset that we just reviewed, there's the Trashbot pin, measuring in at the same 1.5 inches tall as the last two. It'll also run you $10. And as you can sort of see, they look like pretty much. Finally, there's the slightly more diminutive at 3/4 of an inch Save It pin. This one will run you $8. You can see the back has one, where most of the others have 2 pin backs. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video.